Greetings, soul siblings. It's me, Bobby, coming to you again today with another lesson of the light. And today's lesson is called A Soft Place to Land, but don't get too comfortable. This actually is a continuation of the last video I did. I was on my way to Pismo Beach to start a new endeavor, and I was called back to the foothills because I was asked to give support to someone who needed it, and I'm good with that. I really am. I'm good with doing that. But because I didn't say my last goodbye when I left, I think Spirit brought me back to take care of unfinished business. Matter of fact, I know Spirit brought me back to take care of unfinished business. Because as I've said, you have to close one door before you open another, So I'm being encouraged to face the music and take care of business and do what I need to do in order to then, get on with my life and do it with a clear conscience and take care of things. Again, before I pack my bags to leave, it's important to lock up and close the door behind me. So that's what I'm being encouraged to do. So this all stems from the fact that I stayed too long. I overstayed my visit. A year ago, I had a spill down the stairs at my apartment in Mill Valley, and if I'd have given myself a moment and sorted things out, I would have made a different decision. I wouldn't have called for backup the way I did, because that was kind of not forward movement for me. That was kind of going back to my old life, and one thing led to another, and here it is a year later, and I still haven't cut the ties. And so this time, when I was driving back up here from Southern California, I had a different feeling this time. This time I knew that this is it. This is the last goodbye. And it's important that I do that for not just him, but for me as well. Or not just me, rather, but for him as well. To get on with our individual lives, it's important for me to be definite, for me to be truthful and honest. Like a teacher told me one time, tell the truth with compassion. Don't assign any blame. Takes two people to create a situation, so it's not all one. And so now I'm getting ready to take that final step. But part of the reason that I was back in the foothills for a year is that after I was injured, I got better, and then I took I did a little pet sitting thing so I could be, have a little space and time to myself, and then something happened there. Anyway, I spasmed a muscle 2 months, getting better. Then I got COVID after I went on a cruise, and then when I got back, the person that I was supposed to take care of, the final goodbye with, ended up having surgery, which called me back. that was taken care of, and now there's another surgery scheduled. And so after this next one, when I have an idea of what's going to be happening, I will do what I need to do and say what I need to say, and yeah, so we can both know that the new beginning starts as soon as I say the words. There's always going to be situations, there's always going to be falls and spasms and illnesses and surgeries, but every time you say, well, next time, or as soon as this heals, or okay, I'll take care of that, after this season, or well, let me save a little bit more money and then I'll venture out. Okay, so here I am at this time in my life, and I'm burning daylight here, and it's time to make the move. It's time to do it. What I did in the past, when I didn't have a backup, I would call on Spirit for my backup. And this time, I didn't do that. And so now, hence, my situation and where I'm at, and, waiting until this next thing happens and then saying, okay, then I'll do it, then I'll do it, then I'll do it. But it's important to not overstay. It's important to say what you need to say when you need to say it. That saying, what is meant for you will not pass you by, is true, but we put the stoppers on our lives ourselves. We make that decision to do that. There's so much wonderful opportunity waiting for all of us. But if we keep it at bay by saying, well, next time or next week or next year, we'll never see it, maybe in this lifetime. I do believe what's meant for us will not pass us by, but, we can hold it off for a long time. We can stave it off and never get, at least at a practical time, never get what we asked for, because we keep delaying the answer. So, I'm really good at saying, do as I say, not as I do. I got a lot of that going on. But what I can say is there's so much on the other side of what you need to do to get there. I'm speaking from experience. I need to muster the strength and the courage to do this, but it does feel different this time. I have left more than one time, and this time I know I cannot look in the rearview mirror. I cannot go backwards. I will use Spirit as my safety net, as I have many times, and I lived to tell, and I was better for it. So now I will live to tell, and I will be better for it. So, yeah, I think we've all stayed a little too long sometimes, and we second guess ourselves, but no need to beat yourself up. No need to say shoulda, coulda, woulda. No need to say, well, if I did this 10 years ago, where would I be now? That there's nothing good comes of that, of second guessing yourself or being so hard on yourself. A decision is just that, a decision. And you make a decision and then you move on. It's when you don't make the decision that makes your life so uneasy. Any decision is better than limbo. It's better than being on the fence. A friend told me once, ambivalence means no. So, if you're deciding yes, no, should I stay, should I go? Go. The rest of your life is waiting for you. And mine is waiting for me too. So, here's to you for the strength and the courage that you already have inside of you. Just ask your angels to put that white light around you and to be there with you when you say what you have to say and do what you have to do. We will all be okay. Thank you for joining me. If you got something from this, if it resonated with you, please pass it on. We are here to tell our stories, to share the good, the bad, and the ugly, because somebody needs to hear what we have to say. Shine your light. Be a light to the world. Thank you. We'll talk again later. Bye-bye.